Today, I drove 3 hours for Kings Island's 2026 passholder preview, and it was insane. Incredible coasters, awesome people, but some of the worst operations I have ever seen. Let me show you how the day actually went.
Or maybe missing timbers, I don't know, but there's literally people getting evacuated off that ride. Oh! Yo! Oh my god! Oh! Yo! Oh!
All right, it is currently like 7:40 a.m. I have about a 3-hour drive ahead of me, which means I'm gonna get there about 11 something. Pretty early considering the park opens at 12. I have no idea how bad the crowd's gonna be, so I want to get there early because I hear it's pretty rough. I've been looking forward to all of the rides here, but the big three are Orion the Giga, Mystic Timbers the Woody, and Diamondback the Hyper. I definitely want to compare Orion to Pantherian to see which one I like more. I was kind of expecting this, but it is fucked packed. Like, it is beyond packed right now. Currently approaching the park. Oh, I don't know how today is gonna go. Now, I have heard that passholder preview is usually a pretty rough day because not only is it physically busy from everyone coming back to the park, but a lot of the employees are still new and they're getting used to how the operations work, so they're naturally going to be a little slower than people who've been doing it all season. So I'm honestly pretty worried. Once again, I didn't set off the metal detectors. All right, so I'm pulling into the park, and the first thing that caught my eye was, wow, this place is beautiful. I was here once when I was like 11, but it's been so long, so I don't remember anything, honestly. The vibe is already better than King's Dominion, which is really funny. So the current game plan is to head straight back to Orion on the left side of the park towards the back, and then I'm gonna ride that a couple of times, maybe hit Flight of Fear, and then go ride Diamondback, because I know those rides are gonna be very popular, or at least I thought. But I'll get to that. They had us wait at the ropes until like 12, and everyone is just so excited and talking about coasters from Cedar Point, Carowinds, Dollywood, Magic Mountain, Six Flags Over Texas, and it's just really cool to be around people who are so passionate about this hobby. And then of course there's a guy who's like, oh no, this is not that good, man. I don't know, I feel like this is better. Dude, shut up and just have fun on the ride, please. No one cares if you think this ride should have 10 more airtime hills and one less inversion. So, Orion. It is 287 feet tall, but is a 300-foot drop at a top speed of 91 miles an hour. And I hear Orion isn't the best of the Giga rides because it's just a little too short. So I want to be the judge of that. Pulling up, I passed Flight of Fear and I went to go get a locker, but none of the kiosks were working. So I literally couldn't buy a locker. I ended up just shoving my bag against the floor because I'm losing spots in line right now, and I have no idea how bad this line's gonna be. If I get robbed, oh wow. But I'm walking up and it's basically just a wait on the stairs. They have all 3 trains running and they're moving at a good pace. Hell yeah, I'm gonna be on in no time. Using my very scuffed recording method, I kind of lost half my footage after the drop, but here's my drop reaction.
Yeah. Oh wow, here we go. Here we go! Oh, shit! Woo! Oh my god! Oh yeah! Holy shit!
First ride is complete. Going back around for round 2. So my next lap was gonna be a front row ride, and while I was in line, I couldn't help but think, man, that was literally so cool. I love that ride so much, but do I like it better than Pantherian? Let's go get our front row and find out. While I was waiting, they had this really cool graphic of a bunch of retired rides and who made them, so I thought that was kind of cool. Anyway, my front row ride, dude, I'm so mad because when I got off the ride, I pulled out my phone to check the recording. And because the seat was pushing against the power button for so long, my phone was trying to dial SOS, and it was really sad. So I couldn't get any front row audio, bummer. But the main difference between my last ride on row 6 and the front row was the wind absolutely blasting you in the face the whole time, and the bugs just smacking my face the whole time. And of course, crazy airtime. Like, on those hills, genuinely out of my seat for like 2, 3, 4 seconds at a time. It was absolutely bonkers. The way the seats are, my phone hits the side of the seat. I didn't get my front row reaction. It was incredible though. I'm gonna go back around for a back row. Let's get it. Operations so far have been a little rough. Every train is double stacking on the brake run, so even once you're done with the ride, you are stuck on those brakes for a good 3 minutes more until you can actually get off. So the line could definitely move a little faster, but it could be worse. And let me tell you right now, it gets worse. I usually prefer my coasters in the back row, and let me tell you, good lord, this ride blew my mind.
All right, here we go. Here's the drop. Let's go. Oh! Yo! Holy! Oh my God! Holy shit! Going straight back into my seat. Whoa! Oh! Wow, it's like 2 seconds ran time. Oh, that trim kills. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Out of my seat! Oh my God! One more! Ooh! Ah! One more! Ah! Oh, that was incredible. And that wraps up Orion. I'm gonna hit up Flight of Fear right here because my locker is already here, and then I'm gonna go to Diamondback.
I was actually pretty excited for Flight of Fear because it was closed at King's Dominion when I went last, and I like launch coasters a lot actually, and the line was really cool with all the UFO alien theming, but god damn, this line was crawling so bad, it was going so slow, and the building wasn't even air conditioned, so it was hot. What was advertised as like a 15-minute wait ended up being a little over half an hour, and it's not even the team's fault. They have to bend all the way down to check these lap bars and plug in this janky ass seatbelt. Super dumb trains.
Judging by my smile, you'd probably think I had a great ride. Here we go. Here we go. Oh yeah! Whoa! 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 Wow! Oh, child! Oh, this fucking hurts! Oh my God! Oh. This is sick though! But this fucking hurts! Yeah, that was bad. It was rough. It was janky.
It was then time to go ride Diamondback. I am super excited for this ride. I had to walk past the Racer, which was only running one train at the time. I saw the Zephyr, which was kind of just sad, and I don't even know what they're doing with that one. I passed by Queen City Stunt Coaster. Gotta ride that one later. Pretty cool. And right about here is where I started to smell this really bad oily smell. And even by the water, it smelled like really bad fish. And I have no idea what was going on, but it was all over the park. I also passed the kiddie coaster, and I actually did ride this when I was a kid, so I do have the credit. The line was advertised at about 25 minutes, but it was probably closer to 35 because, again, they're being pretty slow with the operations today. And I'm super excited because the only other 200-foot coaster I've done like this is Goliath at Magic Mountain, and that one low-key kind of sucks. Going up the lift hill was kind of crazy because I had saw that the Beast was stopped on the lift hill and there was people in yellow vests getting evacuated off the ride.
Beast is still stuck.
And the Beast never opened back up, so bummer, I didn't get to ride it.
The Beast is getting evacuated. Or maybe Mystic Timbers, I don't know, but there's literally people getting evacuated off that ride. Oh! Yo! Oh my God! Whoa! Oh my God! Like 3 seconds of air time! Oh! Slid back into the seat! Oh, that's a crazy whipping crack! Oh my God! Oh! Oh, it jumped off the main course, holy! Oh! Woo! Wow! That's insane!
So then, of course, I went right back around for a front row ride.
I think the ride just broke. It's because they're having to dispatch everyone off the track.
So the ride was completely down at this point, and this is where I was kind of noticing a lot of the rides were going down. Mystic Timbers went down just before I got in line the first time. Banshee had been down for about an hour at this point. The Beast was still hard stuck on that lift hill. Adventure Express and Invertigo never actually opened this day, and the Bat was on one train all day, and now Diamondback is down waiting for maintenance. I chose to stick it out because I'd already used my single one-shot fast lane and I wasn't about to waste it, and they eventually got it good enough to send the supervisor to ride the Broken Sea, and she came back alive, so we were all chilling and operations could resume. God bless.
Yeah, the Beast is still completely stuck on that. Oh, whoa! Woohoo! Oh! Yeah! Oh! Oh my God, scary every time. Oh my God! Oh yeah! Oh! Woo! Yeah. Woo! Oh yeah, that's sick in the front. Front row is pretty good, but I think I like the back better. I think Airheim hits just as good both ways, but the back row gets you that crazy whip on the drop.
Mystic Timbers was showing a 30-minute wait, but good lord, they were sending out a train like every 5 minutes. It was so bad. The people in the line with me were saying, is this ride only on one train? Because it looked that slow. And people behind me also thought my shirt was funny, and they said they didn't want to sit behind me in case I shat on them. But yeah, after like 45 minutes, I ended up getting a back row ride, which was goated because I was kind of hoping for a back row.
Drop, let's see. Oh, yo! Whoa! Woo! Whoa! Shit! Wow! Oh my God! Look at the train! Oh! Whoa! Just wrapped up Mystic Timbers. 2 things. 1, crazy fast. It was sick. 2, Ghost Rider's still better, I think. It's more aggressive, more airtime, more drops, and has better helixes. But still a great ride. I'm gonna go grab my stuff from the locker, and then I'm gonna go ahead to Queen City Stunt Coaster, and then I think Banshee next, because I believe they're pretty close. Never mind, I lied. Queen City Stunt Coaster's this way, Banshee's that way.
If you're this far into the video, chances are you like what you're watching and want to see more, so make sure you subscribe and like and comment and do all that. Thank you.
I don't know what it is, but all day I've just smelled like either gas or manure. When I'm on like the blacktop, it's tar. It's like oil. When I'm near plants, it's manure.
It is now time to check out Queen City Stunt Coaster. This ride is basically the same one as it is in King's Dominion. It just looks a little different, but it's still a good ride, and I like this ride, so of course I'm gonna do it.
Queen City Stunt Coaster, where is it? Cincinnati. Gonna get a front row ride. Coaster at King's Dominion like last week, so let's see how it is. Oh, yo! Oh! Oh my God! Yeah, I'm telling you, dude, you literally feel the shit leaving your ass. Oh! Oh my God, I'm shitting myself. Holy! Oh my God, the heart of Cincinnati. Whoa! Oh, these cop cars are on. Holy shit! Oh! Wow! Woo! Airtime. Wow, that train is still stuck on the... Dude, the beast is fucking cooked. The beast is absolutely cooked.
So because the Beast was completely cooked and Banshee was still down at this point, I decided to go back to Orion. I wanted to get another ride. It's a really fun ride, so let's go ride the ride.
I was thinking maybe I'd do Racer since both sides are open again, but it's still like a 30-minute wait. People just don't like Orion, I guess. I love Orion, so no complaints here. I get to ride it again. I wonder what the plan with Zephyr is. It's completely disassembled. I wonder if it's being refurbished or if we're gonna put a new flat right here. Mine's a little further back this time, but still manageable. Probably gonna be 25 minutes. Oh, yeah! Whoa! Woo! Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah! Seeing stars! Oh, shit! 3 seconds of airtime! God damn! Oh!
So after 4 rides on Orion, I definitely say it's a strong contender against Pantherian, but I feel like it's not necessarily better or worse. Orion is super graceful and floaty, while Pantherian is much more aggressive and whippy on the turns, where it feels like you're gonna get launched out. Orion has the clamshell restraints, so you feel a lot less secure, while Pantherian has the over-the-shoulder vest restraints because it's doing fighter jet moves. Both fantastic, fast, similar length ride they're really good and not worth arguing over.
Those look delicious. Honey, if you're watching this, you should get one of these.
The Racer was a 30-minute wait, so I skipped on that one today. My wife wants to ride one of these swinging pendulums, like really bad, but I'm not about that. So to Banshee. Banshee opened up to a 0-minute wait on the app, but when I walked up, that line was not moving. I wanted to ride this because I've heard a lot of good things about it, but inverted coasters aren't really my favorite because of that amount of tingly wingly that goes to my toesy woesies. I don't really like that. I ended up waiting probably about 35 minutes, and the ride was fine. It was a lot more graceful than a ride like Silver Bullet, which I personally found still better than Banshee. However, Banshee is a very long ride, so it does get points for that. And it's cool, I guess. It just wasn't doing anything to wow me personally.
The Bat is currently running one train. That explains why the line was always 45 minutes.
I knew the Bat wasn't going to be worth it, especially at 40 minutes, so I completely skipped that. Invertigo wasn't running today, and neither was the log ride. And at this point, I was just getting tired and kind of hungry, and it was just wandering around the park looking for maybe something to eat. And I said it already, but the water low-key smells like sewage, but it's still a gorgeous view and definitely adds to the park a lot. I ended up finding this like donut s'more and decided I was going to eat that instead of real food. Diamondback was on 45 minutes. The Beast didn't open back up, so honestly, I was ready to make it back home for the day. And Phantom Theater was on 2 hours all day, so I wasn't gonna wait for the new attraction. I grabbed one of these blue ice cream cones, which was it was okay. It ended up being way more than I expected, like a lot. It was a lot of ice cream. And then I was out the doors. A lot of people were still coming into the park at this point, probably from work or from school, which I guess makes sense because the park closes at 9, so might as well make the best of it. Especially because tomorrow, that Saturday on opening day, it was gonna rain all day, so there was gonna be no point in going that day.
That ice cream cone was so much. My face was literally covered in blue. That's gonna wrap up the day. I'm gonna hit up Culver's because I want a burger, and then that's gonna be the day. I think I'm gonna rank all the rides in a separate video to keep this one a little bit shorter. If you made it this far into the video, honestly, thank you. I really appreciate that. You probably like my content now, so subscribe, like, yeah.